Hello everybody, my name's Kanai Manika, and welcome back to the unboxing, where today we are continuing our look at the Deadpool and Wolverine SH Figuarts series with the obvious next choice, and from what I can tell, he probably is going to be the only other figure in the line. I don't know if they'll make like a Blade or whatever. Spoilers for that movie, I guess, though it's been spoiled to heck and back already, so sorry. Anyways, today we're taking a look at the SH Figuarts Wolverine from the film Deadpool and Wolverine. So, funny story for those of you who haven't seen the movie. This specific look, never appears in the film. In short, whenever he is wearing the hood, he loses the sleeves. Though, I personally don't mind it because I find the sleeveless look that this specific suit goes for to be horrendous. I hate how this suit looks without the sleeves and with the hood. I think it's so bad. It's because it loses the shoulder pads. Anyways, I'm off my soapbox. I'm glad for this. Anyways, box is very similar to the previous SH Figuarts Deadpool. We saw it. Hopefully, we saw it last time. It's a little bit thinner. It is very standard, though, to what these Marvel SH Figuarts packagings have looked like. This general size, this general look. It's got the kind of brownish, blackish like background that looks kind of leathery. The logo for the film, Deadpool and Wolverine, as well as in Japanese. All the copyrights, Tamashii Nations Bandai, Tamashii Nations Still Quality, Bandai Namco. A concept art look of Wolverine here in the corner with his claws out, a window that allows us to look at the figure, look at its nice little details or whatever. Printed on the plastic is SH Figuarts Wolverine and the SH Figuarts quote. You probably know it at this point. On this side, the concept art continues. We've got this Deadpoolized Wolverine logo. The name of the figure, Wolverine, Deadpool, and Wolverine, SH Figuarts. The other side is very similar. We got the name SH Figuarts, but we got another promotional image of the figure itself. The bottom shows another promotional image, the name of the figure, as well as some website stuff. Top has a little bit more window. The name of the figure, that same kind of Wolverine logo, SH Figuarts. On the back, this is the American release, so it covers up the Simple Style and heroic action a little bit, though it doesn't cover up too much. We have the sort of like friendship necklace, whatever, image on the back, as well as 3 more promotional shots of Wolverine. Not a ton, but, you know, it works. Anywho, let's get this guy out of his box. Yeah, this is a thin, light box, especially in comparison to the Wolverine that's available, or the Deadpool, sorry. Let's get him out. And obviously, much less offerings, so this will probably be a bit of a quicker video than last time. So, let's get into it. Opening it up is the same as most SH Figuarts, a little clip. And there we go. So let's go over hands. So first off, he has open palm hands on the figure at the start, without the claws. But he also comes with a pair of the fists, if I can get them out of the package at all. Come on. A pair of clawless fists, and these are actually quite nice. You can see where some of the budget is coming in. These are very nicely painted. So many small details. They're also very nicely sculpted too. I can see a little bit of... Okay, that's just dirt. That's cool. But yeah, very nicely painted, very nicely sculpted. Some very small, tiny details that fits that kind of Wolverine look. The silver's nice and shiny. Just so much little detail has gone into these hands. He also has sort of grippy hands, sort of. So you see he's kind of got like grappling hands. Once again, very similar level of detail. Very nice. They have that kind of basketball-y texture. They look nice. However, I know what hands you really want to see. These are his motherfucking Wolverine claws. And yeah, they are thin. They are nice. I imagine they're breakable. Let's see if they're sharp. Yep, that's sharp. And they are far less bent than something like a Marvel Legends hand. They still have the same amount of sculpted detail as the normal hands, but they're clawed hands, which is nice. And then he also comes with a pair of the grapple hands with the claws out. This one feels a little uneven. I don't know. I imagine that might be an intentional choice because of the way the knuckles are moving. One of these claws feels a little bit low. The center claw feels a tad lower than the other two, though I guess that's kind of semi-realistic. Whatever. Once again, these are practically the same grappler hands, just with the claws out, which is nice and appreciated. Next up, he comes with an extra head. He only comes with 2 expressions, but each expression has its own head. So he's got a neutral expression on him, but he also comes with this head, which honestly looks very nice. SH Figuarts is usually the best at human flesh, like live action character human flesh. Like, they can do anime characters fine, but human characters have never been their strong suit. But since it's just half the face, it looks okay. You can tell it's a little screen printed, and it's a little bit, I don't know if the skin color is quite right. It might be a tad like red. But I don't know. It's probably fine. I'm not an expert. I don't know what Hugh Jackman looks like, and decides this is just going to work as like a Wolverine for me. But again, the head is nice and expertly sculpted. I love that it has the head wings or whatever, and it has a very good expression. I think it's very nicely done. But yeah, on to the main event of the set, Wolverine. Yeah, let's take a look. For one, the head seems small to me. I don't know. I guess the other, like, the look without the sleeves makes his head look really fucking big. There we go. Anywho, yeah, he has very fairly nice shoulder pads. They're attached only at one ball joint at the front, which I guess helps them get out of the way and allows them to get up where they need to. But yeah, the head looks a bit small to me. Maybe 5% bigger, but like again, he feels a bit nicer, I think, than the Deadpool. This Deadpool felt, I mean, they feel fairly similar, but this guy feels a bit weightier, and he feels a bit of a denser plastic than the Deadpool. Here they are standing next to each other, by the way. I kind of wish my Wolverine was shorter, but I mean, this is accurate to the series, to the film, whatever. It's a problem of casting Hugh Jackman. Anyways, but yeah, head looks very nice. Torso is really where things start to get good. You can see the very nice particular diamond stripes, or tiger stripes, or whatever. You can see the little metal printing that looks very good. There's some red flakage on mine. I don't know if that's supposed to be there, but I don't mind too much. He's got that really nice X logo on his belt, though. That looks really nice. Again, it's very nicely textured. It feels very good as a figure. It's got texture, and here are the arms. You can see there's different texture for the shoulder pads and for the gloves, but it looks nice. Inner blue, outer yellow is also good. The joints are a bit obvious, but I don't mind too much. Thigh joints feel good, at least. Boots are very nicely done, very nice and tactical. A little bit of paint bleed. Let's look at the back. Once again, also very nicely done. Got a little gunk on mine, but that's easy enough to deal with. I do like that he's got that nice clothed sculpting. It looks good. It looks good. Let's move on to the articulation. Head, double ball joint, but the upper ball joint feels very tight. It can look up a bit, but it can't really look down. It has a hard time getting past the Adam's apple, but it has tilt as well. There's also a lower ball joint, which allows him to look down fairly far, up really far, which allows him to do cool Wolverine poses, and also allows even more rotation and tilt. Shoulders. These shoulder pads are on single ball joints. They are able to wiggle around. They kind of work as hinges and start there, end there. That's how it looks nicest. They're also butterflies, which allow them to get out that far, which is actually fairly good, especially for an SH Figuarts. They don't usually have great butterflies. Though you gotta kind of jam it back in if you're not careful. Shoulders able to get out a good 90 degrees. There's a bicep swivel, which thankfully isn't connected to the shoulder pad. It seems a bit tight, though that might just be a factor of working it in. Double jointed elbow allows him to get up about that far, which is nice. I kind of wish there was a little bit more, but that's fine. Hands are usual SH Figuarts hands. They do work. Upper ball joint and lower ball joint, you got that, so he's able to arch upward arch downward a decent amount, not the most though. It mostly comes in when working with that lower joint, and he's able to tilt side to side. Now let's look at the lower joint. Able to swivel a good bit more than Deadpool, though not a ton of swivel. Able to rock side to side. Able to tilt forward a good bit. Able to tilt back a good bit. I kind of wish there was a little bit more forward tilt. But this works. Legs. These look better than the Deadpool's because he has the weirdness. Able to kick forward. Able to kick backward, not as much as the Deadpool, which is a bit unfortunate, but he is able to kick actually outward because he doesn't have weird holster stuff getting in the way. Thigh swivel is fully unlimited, which is always appreciated. Double jointed knees, which allow him to get up nice and far. No boot swivel, but that's fine because there is a swivel there. He's able to go forward a little bit, backward a good bit. He's able to tilt. That's a great tilt. Great fucking ankle tilt on this guy. And toe bend. So yeah, this Wolverine is pretty good. I'm liking him more than I thought I would. I thought Deadpool would be the one I really liked, and I just kind of got Wolverine out of obligation. But this figure is actually a lot of fun. He's certainly far lighter on accessories, which is a bit of a sticking point because he is almost as expensive as Deadpool. He's like 85, Deadpool's 90, and for an extra $5, you get so many more accessories, but I think this Wolverine is overall the better engineered figure. It feels a lot nicer in hand, it's able to pose a lot better. It just feels like a much more solid piece of work. But that's not to say they're both bad. I do like the Deadpool. I do really like the Deadpool. I think he works well as well. He just has a couple of eccentricities that hamper me from fully loving him as a figure, and like I don't think either of these are going to be best figure of the year material or anything, but I mean, maybe they will be. We'll see how the year turns out, but these are both really good figures, and if you're a fan of this film, I would recommend it. I would recommend the Wolverine a little bit higher, oddly enough, which I'm honestly surprised by. But they go well as a pair, the yellow and the red. I'm sorry, this is a bad pose. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the movie, what you think of this figure, all in the comments below, and I'll also do all the usual YouTube stuff. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing, and I hope I will see you next time, which there will be a Sunday video, which I think is starting a little bit of a block of something, but next Friday, I believe, as long as everything goes to plan, should be another Marvel unboxing, when I'm a bit more positive about, probably. But until then, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!